how's it going? It's Liset here from Sweet Girl Farms. Okay, so today's video is completely different. I'm going kind of on a stray doing this, but I think it's super important for people that work outside. So like myself, being a farmer, I'm always out in the elements. Right now it's a super foggy morning, and I haven't opened up the farm stand because it's super dangerous to drive. Right now it's cleaning up, so that's good. But either way, we're out in the elements. There's fog, there's rain, there's dirt, there's sweat. In the summer days, it's terrible to withstand all the conditions, and I just think it's super important for us farmers to take care of ourselves. And for me, one of the things that I like to do as a farmer and as an individual, just for my own well-being, is taking care of my skin. So in today's video, I'm going to go through my skincare, what I have used this entire year. So it's also going to be an empties video, and the things that I've liked, the things that I haven't liked. So if you're interested in learning what I use, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start off with moisturizers that I've been using. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my moisturizers, then I'll do sunscreen, then I'll do acne treatments, then I'll do hand and foot treatments, then I'll do makeup related stuff, and then my current skincare routine. I guess it's gonna be a long video. Alrighty, so to start off with moisturizing, it's super important. I have oily skin, so it's super hard for me in the summertime to keep that at bay, you know, like, so that I'm not too shiny during the day. I'm sweating a lot during the summertime because we are working a lot in the fields, we're harvesting, and all of that just makes me sweat a lot. So I also keep that into consideration when I'm using my moisturizers. And the ones that I've been using this year are the CeraVe facial moisturizing lotions. These are super lightweight for me, and they don't feel like I have anything on, and at nighttime it's super soothing. So the one I use in the daytime is the facial moisturizer by CeraVe, and it has SPF. However, CeraVe for me it's pricey, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I watch every penny that I make when I spend it, and I found that Walgreens has a similar one, same thing. It has SPF 30 and it's fragrance free. I also keep that into consideration. I don't like to smell or have like scents on my skincare. It has ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid, and so does the CeraVe. It has the same thing: 3 essential ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid, and then the SPF. So I went for this one this time. I think I went through just one bottle of the AM one for the CeraVe moisturizer, and this one doesn't have a scent to it like this one. This one smells like paint. That's how I would say it. Yeah, it smells kind of funky, but I got over it, so now I kind of enjoy the scent. It's so odd. So for moisturizing, I use these two. The AM one, it doesn't feel like I have anything on, and that's why I like it, and it makes my skin stay matte. So that's why I like those, and I feel they hydrate my skin perfectly. Right now it's winter, so I do require even more hydration on my skin, and for that I rely on my SPF, which I'll talk about in a bit. So I went through 2 moisturizers, and I have another one in the restroom. Oh yeah, it's right here. So these are the current ones, so 3 bottles actually for the entire year. And if I can find the Walgreens version of this, then I'll buy that one, because these are pricey. So yeah, sometimes you can save money on them, but I don't have time to be couponing. I just want to kind of go in the store and grab and go. Okay, so that's in terms of moisturizing. I also use the Vanny cream. So what I'll do is I'll put Vanny cream first when I'm out in the shower or when I'm done rinsing off my skin. So I pay attention to all of this. Like I said, I like to take care of my skin. In the summertime, you'll see me wrapped up in long sleeves, jeans, boots, hat, sunscreen. So just in me, for me personally, that's like my self-care. Do I enjoy being wrapped up that much in the summertime? No, absolutely not. But do I like to take care of my skin? Yes. And sometimes when we're harvesting, we can get scratches from like the branches. Some trees have thorns, like the pomegranates, the limes, the tangerines, they have thorns. So I have to, roses have thorns, so when I'm harvesting that, or even sometimes the rows in the farm are very narrow and the branches will hit you, like they'll just poof, slap you. So that's why I like to wear my hats. So I just like to take care of my skin, guys. It's not so much that I like to be wrapped up. And then right now I get super cold, so I have like 4 layers on. Anyways, I have Vanity cream here, so when I, for example, when I wake up, I wash my face, and then I put Vanity cream on, and then I let that dry down, and then I put my moisturizer on, and then I let that dry down, and then I put sunscreen on, and then I do my makeup. Okay, so then in terms of moisturizing, those are the 3 things that I use in terms of creams and lotions. So Vanity cream, moisturizer, whether it's AM or PM, and then sunscreen on if it's daytime, and then if it's nighttime, then that's it. That's like, those are the 2 main ones, and then I use other things. Moving on to my sunscreen, let's get into that. Give me 1 second. Alrighty guys, let's get into sunscreen. I have a lot of them. So since the beginning of the year, I started noticing that I just needed to protect my skin because I started to get sunspots here and then here. And to me, that just rung a red alarm, and I was not happy about it. I kind of went through a crisis when I started noticing these sunspots. And so I jumped on my sunscreen game. So I'm gonna go through the ones that I used up completely this year, and then out of those, which ones I like and which ones I hate. Okay, so the first one I went off to buy was this one, the Supergoop SPF 50 PA 4+, Everyday Sunscreen. Yeah, this one's expensive. I went to Sephora or Ulta, wherever they sell this. And it was like 20 something bucks. Yeah, that's a lot of money for me to be spending on a sunscreen, knowing that I'm going to use it consistently every day. So, and then multiple times a day. So this one, it's okay, and I didn't like it either. It was too oily for me. So for me and my skincare, and in the summertime, having more shine in my face, I don't like that. I hate that. So for me, this one is a no-go because of that oiliness. It wears very lightly, but I don't like the shine of it. And so $20 too. I apply sunscreen in the summertime 3 or 4 times a day, depending on how late I am out working. He wants to take my sunscreen. Oh baby, how cute. So to me, that's just not gonna do it for the price point. Too much money. So but I went through it. So that's one. The other one that I ended up buying after that one is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch, the SPF 100+, the Helioplex Lightweight. So I bought this one because it says lightweight and clean field, and because it's water resistant, so when I'm sweating I don't want it to slip off. It does burn though when it gets into your eyes, so that kind of sucks. But it's not as oily as the Supergoop, but it does leave me a shine. This one I could withstand though, like I'm okay with it. And I went through this one. This one's like $11-12 or so. I would repurchase this if I didn't know of Korean sunscreens, which I'm gonna get into. And so I would buy this again, but for the summertime, I feel I'm gonna stick to Korean sunscreens. The other one that I went through that I use on my hands, so I try to protect my hands. It's hard though because I'm always using them, so things like I'm washing my hands constantly, or I'm getting them dirty, and I didn't expect to have my sheep here. Okay, so that's the reason why I bought this one, the Equate Zinc Sunscreen. So this one does leave you a white cast. The other two that I just mentioned don't leave you a white cast. But I can bear with that if it's on my hands. I don't care. And then that's why I bought this one. It was only like $3 or $4 at CVS. So I would recommend this one for hands. It's a little bit oily, but like I said, for my hands, I'm okay with that. So that's the other sunscreen that I went through. And then I wanted something more hydrating but not shiny, so I ended up buying the CeraVe 50 SPF for face, lightweight, non-greasy feel. And I didn't read it was a mineral sunscreen. Yeah, this leaves me a white cast, like I'll literally have a mask on. And I haven't even used it all for that reason. I think I have it in the restroom. So then after I was done with the Equate one, this is the one I use on my hands now, this one, because it leaves me the white cast, but I don't want it on my face, so that's that. He's fighting with the box. Oh my god, baby, you're gonna knock everything down. Okay, so then those are the sunscreens I went through. I'm not gonna repurchase any of those. Maybe the Equate one. Then there was a sale at Walgreens, and I went ham on the sunscreens there. Okay, so I ended up buying the dupe version of the CeraVe, but the Walgreens brand. And this one I really like because it doesn't leave me the white cast. It's broad spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen, UVA, UVB, antioxidants, hyaluronic acid, ceramides. It's lightweight, 24-hour moisturizer. So I wanted this sunscreen because I wanted it to have that hydrating feel right now during the winter time. So I was prepping when I bought these. I bought 2 of them. These were only like $3 max. I think they were $2.50. They were on sale at Walgreens like 2 months ago. So I bought 2 of these, and I also bought a baby one because I was curious to try this one out. It was also on sale. Same thing. Pediatrician tested, non-nano zinc oxide, chamomile and calendula. This one doesn't have a scent. These 2 have a scent, so that sucks. I didn't see anywhere where it claimed that it would have a scent, so that sucks. my little sheep is here. Okay, I've gotten used to it, but if it didn't have the scent, it would be better for me. I would really much appreciate that. But anywho, this is the one I'm using right now. So that's that. That's in my current skincare, and then I'm gonna use this one up once I finish the other 2. Okay, the other sunscreen that I use, because I have, when I get ready, well, I'm getting ready in my restroom, and then when I'm out in the farm stand, I have a separate sunscreen there. And the one that I have at the farm stand is this Skin Aqua SPF 50 PA4+. It's water resistant. This is a Korean sunscreen. This one I haven't busted into. I still have one at the farm stand that I'm using up. I love this one. Doesn't feel like you have anything on. No white cast, no greasy feel, and it's waterproof. This is heaven for me, so I would recommend this one. It takes a while for me to receive this one, so that's the only downside, but I can order like ahead of time, and then so right now I'm packed. And then I'm gonna try this one. I've never tried this, the Suncut UV Perfect Essence Super Waterproof SPF 50 PA4+. So this is another one that I want to test, and if it's anything like this one, then I'm gonna love it. And then those are all my sunscreens. So now, oh, so you see, here's the CeraVe. I haven't gone through it. Whatever. So those are all my sunscreens that I've used this year, and like I said, currently this is the one I'm applying, and then I apply this one when I'm out in the farm stand. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next section of things that I have here to show you. Give me one second. Okay, so let's quickly talk about acne treatments. Like I said, I'm pretty much dirty all the time. It sounds gross to say that, but look, there's dirt here at the farm. We inhale that dirt, we get it on our faces, we get it on our clothes, everywhere. It's everywhere. It's unavoidable. So that's why I say it's dirty here. So, you know, that does affect my skin, and I notice it. But also, I try to help my skin get clean, and anything that I can do to avoid any blackheads, whiteheads, acne of any kind, and just to clean out my skin completely, this is what I use. So I use 2 things. This one, so the wash is this one, the Aveeno Clear Complexion Foaming Cleanser. I like foaming cleansers. It has to have that bubbly feel. This one has salicylic acid, so the salicylic acid will help clean out my pores. It's basically like an exfoliant without me actually rubbing anything up against my skin and being rough on it, because I'm very picky about that. I don't like to do that. So I keep it simple. I use that salicylic wash. If it were any other wash, I'd be fine with it as long as it foams and it has salicylic acid. I'm cool. It also helps my oiliness control, keep it under control. So that's what I use to wash my face in the morning and at night. And because I do occasionally use makeup, like if I remember to put it on, then what I use is a Neutrogena body oil to take off all the mascara and the eyeliner. That's pretty much all I use. But also it helps clean up my skin, so it's like a double cleanse. I use the body oil first, the Neutrogena body oil first, like all over my face, and then I wash my face off with the salicylic cleanser. So that's at nighttime. During the day, I don't use the oil because I'm about to apply makeup and stuff, so I just use that at night. But the salicylic wash, I use it 2 times a day. So that's what I use to basically clean and exfoliate. And because of the aforementioned things that I go through here at the farm, like all the dirt, I do tend to get acne, and it's usually around the jawline. And what I use for that is the benzoyl peroxide. So this works really good when I feel the pimple coming through and it hurts, and then this is what I apply so that the next day, if it doesn't completely avoid it, at least it's not as severe. And then the other treatment that I use is a different gel, the adapalene. This one's really good. So if it's just one, then I use this, and then this one I also use to prevent the sunspots, so to diminish them. The different gel is what I actually put on my skin here and here, and sometimes on my forehead, and then that's it. Okay, use this with a lot of caution and make sure you protect your skin when you're using this, because this does burn. Like if you put too much on your skin, it'll burn, it'll peel, it'll feel like how would I describe it? Like if something were to, if you were to have a scratch on your skin, like an abrasion, and then you put lemon on it and then it burns, that's how I feel this burnt me. So I'm telling you from experience, so just use a very tiny amount of it, so that you only apply it in the designated areas. Like I keep pointing here for me, and here, and then on my forehead, and then that's it. And then so a little of this goes a long way. I saw it at, I think it was CVS where I bought it. It was pricey, it wasn't cheap, I will say that. And it was a big tube, the 1.6 ounces. I saw 2 sizes and I thought that I was going to use more than I actually am using. So if I were to recommend this, I'd recommend getting the smaller tube so that you don't spend too much money on it. Because this was expensive, at least for me. it was expensive, pero a lo mejor soy coda. And then in all seriousness though, yeah, just use it carefully. This one I use it for like the pimples that hurt. Yeah. So that's how I keep my acne in control, and I am kind of happy with how I'm controlling it. And then because I didn't use that through all the year, I only found out about that maybe like into half of the year. So I had a lot of black marks and acne scars. So what I used to help me with that was the La Roche-Posay, the Melody Pigment Control. It comes in a little box like this, and this is also very pricey. It's like $40. I'm saying this because, like, looking at everything that I have, it's a lot of money. It adds up. So this helps reduce the pigmentation on your acne scars, like the ones that leave that black or brown, like after pigmentation. And yeah, right now I don't have them. I have it still, like a little bit, but not as I did when I first have the pimples and then they go away. Not the same. Okay, so that's what I use in terms of acne and treating acne. Okay, so now let me move on to makeup. Alrighty, so I feel that I don't wear a lot of makeup, I keep it very minimal because I'm gonna rub it off, or it's gonna melt off. Really, that's essentially what happens. It's not so much me like taking it off. It's just when I'm out here I'm just sweating. It's gross, but and so all of that, just I've done that where I wear eyeshadow and it's like creasing. It's not cute. And so I try to keep it very minimal, and what I do use is mascara, eyeliner, and then sometimes a lip tint, and if not, then I use a lip balm. Okay, so then for lip balms, I use the Baby Lips. I went through this one, the red one, and then currently I'm using the purple one. So I love Baby Lips. I've loved them since the longest time. So I go through these if I don't lose them. I've also used the Burt's Bees, but I like this one better because it gives you it gives you a good shine, and it gives you a nice pigment that is not over the top, but it gives you something. So I like that one. And I used to use a lip tint. This one, it was by Unicorn Glow. It's really good, but I haven't found it again on CVS. That's where I bought these. And also I lost this one and I don't know where it is anymore. And then that's the other thing, I don't tend to use a lot of lip products because then I lose them, and then it's a waste of money. So yeah, but this one's good. It was a matte lip tint, and it just gave you a little bit of color, and then you can kind of just pat it on your lips and it would look really, really pretty. Something like natural. So I like these lip products. That's one of the things that I do use. The other thing that I use is mascara, and I went and bought this one, the Mega Plush Volume Express by Maybelline. Did not like it. Oops. And so it didn't give me the thickness on my eyelashes that I wanted to, and I think I got an allergic reaction to it because my eyes started to be irritated a lot. And I did buy like the eye drops, but I didn't like that one. So I think my body didn't react well to it either. So that's that. The one that I do use, and I had before that one, is this one, the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I love, 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 love this one. It's expensive, but I love it. So I'm gonna keep purchasing this one. And I don't get the waterproof one because I just don't like it when my eyes start to turn black. I'm gonna switch positions, it's too sunny here. But I don't like it when the next day, like after I've washed my face really well, the mascara still is like, the pigment of the mascara is still around my eyes. I don't like that. So that's why I don't use the waterproof version, and I just stay to the regular one. Okay, let's switch positions. Okay, so we have a few more items to go through and then we're done. The last thing I wanted to say about makeup was the eyeliner. I went through 2 eyeliners this year, which I forgot to bring, but the one that I really like is the Urban Decay, the 24/7 eyeliner, and then that's the one I use. And I use the brown one, the dark brown one. I don't use the black one, it's too harsh. The color contrast is too harsh, so I stick to the dark brown, and usually I do that with any eyeliner. So that's the one I use. All right, now I'm gonna get into hand creams and foot creams. It's really important for me to take care of my feet because I'm standing all day. I wear boots, and I try to find comfy boots, which that'll be another video. I'm gonna do a boot review. I tend to get a lot of cracked skin on my hands and on my feet. So in order for me to take care of that, I use different lotions, and let me show you which ones I use. Okay, so the hand cream that I use to avoid my hands getting all cracked up is this one by Dermatonics. It has urea in it, and to my understanding, that's what pretty much helps lift up the skin that is either calloused or is very rough. And yeah, this is my first one, and it's almost empty, and then I already ordered a second one. Even in the picture, it has like the calluses and the cracked skin and how it actually looks after you use it for a prolonged amount of time. So this one is the one that I use in the mornings, I rub that on my hand and on my feet. But if I have a severe case of callus, then I use this one. It's called Carousel. It says intensive foot repair. Boop. And this one, you have to leave it overnight. This one's super greasy and it'll remove calluses too. Like, it'll remove them really well. So sometimes my big toe rubs against my boot in the wrong way or for too long during the day. So this is what I use, and it really helps clear out all the cracks in your skin on your toes and your feet, like the bottoms of your feet and the balls of like behind your foot. So this is the one I use, and it's just important for us to take care of our skin. I've noticed like Facebook groups talking about how to take care of that, and then that's my recommendation. After showering, put the Dermatonics one, because this one doesn't have a greasy feel. And then at night, like if you're gonna, after you're gonna go to sleep and stuff, then put the Carousel one and just leave it overnight. Sometimes I put socks on. Right now in the winter time, sometimes I do, but in the summertime it's too hot, so I just rub this, let it dry, and then I go to sleep. So that's what I use in that. I'm gonna move on to, I guess, extras of things that help me to just take care of myself, and those are my headbands. In the summertime I use a lot of headbands because it keeps my hair back. I don't like to have my hair dangling down when I'm working, so that's why you always see me either like with a little bun or with a braid most of the time, because braids don't pull on my hair. At the end of the day, when I have tight buns like wrapped up, all of this, like the crown of my head and all of this, feels super sore, and it's just stressful to have that soreness. So I have to be doing a lot of like head massages, which are relaxing, but in the long term I don't want my hair follicles to like stretch out or anything. Then it makes a difference, like not having your hair pulled all the way and then with a braid it's more relaxed. So that's also why I have the braid. But anyway, that's getting too crazy in detail. I guess technical. So that's why I like to have headbands, because in that way it keeps my hair out of my face, but it still makes me have like I still have my hair in a decent way. Like, I'm not trying to be all like poof shabby. So that's why I have headbands, and it also helps with sweat. I don't know why it's making me laugh so much. I hope you guys get the idea. Okay, the other extra that this is me splurging, okay? I bought an essence for my skin. So I do follow a lot of dermatologists on YouTube, and one of them is Dr. Dre. I think that her videos are right to the point and give me the information, like the scientific information, and also practical advice of what to use for skin. And upon her raving about this essence, Time Revolution by Misha, I went out and bought it when she had her discount code available. So I bought 2. Not knowing whether it was gonna work or not, really. These are huge bottles. Let me take this one out. This one's new. So I bought 2. The empty one, I have it in the restroom. Honestly, guys, it's really good. It works really well. It leaves your skin feeling so supple, so bouncy. Just I feel like I have brand new skin every morning. That's how I feel after using this for maybe since September. So October, November, now December. So 2.5 months of me using this. I love it. Okay, so this is how the bottle looks like. It's huge. It's bigger. It's like as long as my face. Yeah. And like I said, I've been using it for 2.5 months. I've literally just gone like this every single night. That's how much I've used. You don't need a lot. So I just like put put it on my hand and then like go like that and then just rub it that way so that I don't waste anything, and then the remaining I put it on my hands like that. It makes a really big difference. I didn't believe that it would, so I bought 2 even not knowing that, and yeah, I'm happy that I bought 2. Now I'm stocked up, so that's like something that I splurged on. It took a long time to receive. I want to say a month, because it comes from, I don't know if it actually comes from Korea, but I'm obsessed with Korean skincare, guys. I believe this is Korean. Yeah, it's Korean. And so it took a long time to come, but it's worth the wait. And then it came with freebies. It came with a whole bunch of freebies, so I'm like super stoked. They even sent me a hand sanitizer. So those are like the 2 extras, and then nail trimmers. That's the other thing that I bought a really nice nail trimmer so that I can always have my nails nice and short, because we're always in the dirt and then they tend to get super dirty. I never want to have dirty nails. I try to avoid that as much as possible. Okay, so that's it. That's everything I use. If there are any questions, then let me know. Like I said, I use a lot of long sleeves too. Maybe I could do a review on long sleeves and brands. Definitely I'm going to do a boot review, because after these 2 years I've gone through several pairs that I didn't think I would. I felt that boots were going to last me longer, but they didn't. So I can do a review on that too. Anyways, going back to the skin, makeup, and all that stuff, thank you so much for watching. Protect your skin. It's important. It's the biggest organ on your body, in your body. It makes up your body. And if you have any questions, then let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Bye. Take care.